What's up, guys? Welcome to the Botanical Garden Podcast, Episode 3. Hope you had a good 4th of July, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. See ya.
Patiently waiting for Gavin. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. I hope you're spreading your seed everywhere. Hope everyone had a great, safe 4th of July. Hopefully you wore sunscreen, because that sun is dangerous. Assuming you still have all your fingers from the fireworks, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you're on Spotify, which hopefully we are by the time you listen to this, you can give us a follow. Thanks for watching. There you go, Kev. I got you something.
Welcome to the Botanical Garden. To ensure nourishment to the saplings, make sure you spread your seed.
My week was kind of crazy. It was busy.
See, yours was
I'd
crazy.
say
Mine
busy.
was dead.
Well, I say that, but so my family went to the beach all week.
That's what
So
I heard.
I was a dog sitter, so I had to take care of 4 pups. And it wasn't too bad. Like coming from just driving back and forth was kind of weird. And Luna she's been limping. So I had to take her to the vet. Yeah, so her nickname's been Limpy the past week. So I don't know what happened. I just came home for lunch from work one day and she was limping and I was like, what the heck's up with you? And then I watched her a couple days and I took her to the vet and he was like, well, I don't see a reason to x-ray. So we'll just put her on some meds and and he said, no playing, running, jumping, try to limit that. And I was like, oh, great.
Like that's going to happen.
She's about to hang out. If it was, a normal week, quote unquote, normal, she would be home alone. I could keep her, confined to my house. But I had to take care of the other 3 dogs, so she's hanging out with them all day, all night.
Yeah.
And so that's all, when they hang out, that's all they want to do is run around and play. And so she was taking her meds and she finally stopped limping 4 or 5 days into taking her pills. And then literally yesterday, she starts limping worse.
Oh, no, dude.
So, yeah. So tomorrow's her checkup day. And I hope she's okay. I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to say because she's been acting normal, wagging her tail, jumping around. But she just has a limp whenever she runs around.
Well,
it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're a dog.
Straight. Exactly. I mean,
but other than that, dog sitting's pretty easy because
got a dog update for you. And actually, I feel like it's Theo again. Who else? I feel like he has gotten into so much over the time we've had him that he's just getting invulnerable to these toxic human foods. Today we got home from lunch and he ate a sleeve of Oreos, which are chocolate, which are awful for
toxic.
A dog.
Right.
So then, so we were kind of worried, and then I'm just cleaning up the scraps of Oreos. I also noticed he ate another loaf of bread.
A whole loaf?
A whole loaf. Yeah, I mean, almost a whole loaf.
How is he getting this though?
So
is he able to jump on the counter or what?
And I don't fully blame Rachel's parents, but we have a protocol in our apartment where we have to keep things in certain spots, and they're just trying to help, and they bought us groceries and stuff like that, but they just got left out on the counter, and he is just big enough to where he can get up on that thing. And dude, no problems all day. We had to stay at home because we had to monitor him. But
monitor because of the Oreo thing, right?
Yeah, and just the food in general. But he's been okay. So yeah,
dude's gonna need some laxative. he's gonna be kind of stuffed up with the loaf. Does bread clog you up?
I would think cheese? I would think it would bloat him heavily, but I don't know if
he may be a little gassy.
The bread will be it's the Oreos I'm really worried about, but
I mean, if that was lunch today, I think he should be fine. By now, if he hasn't reacted, I mean, he may have the Hershey squirts. but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he'll be okay. Like one of the dogs growing up that we had, she ate a sleeve of Oreos and was fine.
Oh, that's good
I
to
didn't
know.
tell anyone. I didn't tell
Yeah.
anyone, but she tore up some Oreos and she, lived her life.
Yeah. I'm gonna move.
But I guess today is 4th of July as of recording this.
Yeah, I was
Did
gonna
you
say
do
happy
any
fourth,
any
and
happy 4th?
to all of our. I mean, it'll be a belated happy fourth to everyone watching, but hope everybody had a good fourth. Had some
Yeah, a safe one.
hamburgers, hot dogs, played some cornhole, had some
Well,
beer,
if you were
seltzers,
at the Moreland household, you had shrimp boil.
shrimp boil.
We did a shrimp boil down at the
Oh,
lake house,
little
and by a real Cajun, mind you,
really
like a legitimate Cajun,
legitimate.
a legitimate Cajun. But yeah, he 40 pounds of shrimp.
Oh my gosh.
We had so much. We had like 10 pounds left over. We didn't even cook just because there was already so much food. But it was we had
Yeah.
like the big plastic table, rolled down some paper, and just dumped it
Heck
out.
yeah. Heck yeah.
And
I've only
it was
done one of
legit.
those one time ever in Florida.
Dude,
Yeah,
culture yourself.
I know.
Well, next year, you got to come down. Well, I don't know if we'll do a shrimp bowl ever again. It was kind of like a hassle to get set up and stuff, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
They're legit. Did you buy any fireworks this year?
Yeah, and there's a sad story to that. So, Rick, I name dropped again, but
Jesus.
I know you gotta get better at that. Rachel's dad is really big into fireworks, and most years we'll do at least something with fireworks. And so he's like, "Yeah, we got to go stop somewhere after dinner." So we did, and then like immediately after dinner, he started feeling like awful, and he was just in bed the rest of the day. But he told us to go out and get like fireworks, and I've never bought fireworks before. So we get there, it was like a half off fireworks tent in the middle of nowhere, those ones on the side of the road.
That's how it goes.
We got up there and I had no idea what to get, and we literally bought like $20 worth of fire. It was nothing.
Yeah, but are you allowed to do that in the city?
Do you hear it in the background? Dude, I don't know why, but downtown Omaha, it's perfectly legal to just shoot fireworks off anywhere downtown, which seems like such a hazard.
Yeah.
Because like I'm just like looking around, making sure nobody's getting shot, but no, it's just people firing them off left and right.
You just off your balcony, just holding like a bottle rocket, just shooting them at cars driving by.
Dude, if I learned one thing from that awful round of golf I played last week that we talked about, it was the guy, the 6 handicap guy, Carter. He
You're name dropping again.
It's I mean, he's not gonna. If he watches this, I'm sorry, Carter, but dude, he told me in the cart like downtown, it's fair game, and he thought that was just ridiculous. So do I. I mean, I'm happy.
That's insane, actually.
Yeah.
Like I wonder. So like it's just full on mortars and whatever, just fireworks, anything.
Yeah. So
find a parking lot and put on a show.
We bought literally $20. It was just like some sparklers and sparklers and like a little boxed light show thing. It was like $15 and $5, and we never used them. So, because he was in bed the whole night, and we wanted to like wait for him. But
you could at least give him a sparkler in bed.
Get the
fire alarm going. Yeah.
Anyway,
fire department's not rolling around.
We should definitely do it tonight. Because if we don't do it tonight, we probably won't ever use them until next year or something. Or just
watch
when
like July 5th. July 5th is like it's illegal to shoot fireworks in downtown.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably I hear them right now. They're popping.
Yeah. So.
But dude, anyway, have you ever seen like the bootleg fireworks?
No.
I don't even know how
fireworks?
I don't know. It's like bootleg fireworks. I don't know who makes them or where you get them or how you could even tell what's a bootleg firework and what's not. Because like you said, like there's those tents and like those containers.
When you go and buy them, they're called like Ricky's Rocket, and you buy it and it's like has all these claims that it's the best, but really somebody could have just like went in there and just been like, "Hey, can you sell my shit? I just made it."
Yeah, you print out a picture of a rocket and slap it onto this missile.
Yeah.
And you got Ricky's rocket.
So.
But apparently it's like highly illegal to sell. Well, obviously it's highly
There's
illegal.
got to be some standards, yeah. Actually, one time I sent like a 5-year-old kid to the hospital from a firework.
You did?
I did. Yeah. And I still feel guilt to this day. But okay, so what happened was,
gotta tell this story.
It's actually like, I mean, it's not funny. It's kind of like just awful, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. So
yeah,
it was like,
I don't think you had a choice.
3 or 4 years ago, we went over. It might have been earlier or more recent than that, but
Could have been last week.
We went to like Rachel's old neighbor's house, and they do fireworks every year. And I was helping them. They had like a board with like the tubes, you know, probably I mean, realistically, probably a dangerous distance away from the house, to be fair. But it was still pretty far. I mean, it's like...
It was too close, is what you're saying?
Yeah. It was probably like 30, 40 yards away from the back patio.
I feel like that's plenty. Yeah, I feel like that's plenty.
So, I mean, it was kind of a freak accident. But I lit one, ran away, it tipped over, and took off towards the people on the patio. And then pow,
the 5-year-old caught it.
It blew up like right in front of everyone. And everyone's like, "Whoa, what the hell?" And I felt so bad. I was like, "Sorry guys."
It's not your fault.
It's not.
It's
not really my fault. I was just the one that lit it. And then all of a sudden, the kid, who can't even talk, I don't think at this point really, starts
He just caught a firework in his mouth.
Freaking out, crying, like, and won't stop. And we all thought that the little girl was scared, because it was scary.
Yeah, rang her ears or whatever.
Turns out a part of the firework got caught in between her foot and her sandal that she was wearing, and so it was burning into her foot the entire time. And so she had like a hole in the bottom of her foot afterwards.
Oh my gosh! In the bottom of her foot?
Yeah,
she was like stepping on it, just walking around with.
It like they whipped off the sandal because they finally figured out what happened, and and like she couldn't say, "Hey, it's in my sandal," because she was like sitting on someone's lap, and it was like just a freak, you know. There's nothing she could do to get it out, and there was nothing that we could do to know that it was in there.
TV time.
I think we should celebrate the 4th with a couple of.
Speaking of.
Yeah.
I'm sure that these are worse than what you experienced, but maybe we don't have the aftermath.
Yo.
No, but fingers crossed.
What just happened?
Chill the fuck out.
What just happened? What just happened?
Whoa.
We made it to the garage. The garden garage here. And
the garden greenhouse.
Let's pull up a couple of clips here.
Dude, there's some, like, I think all these, like, whenever you see these kind of videos or whatever, it's got to be like bootleg fireworks, or they're just like improperly set up and they just kind of like tip over, like what happened to you.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we're back. Something just popped up on the TV. This is one I found I wanted to show you. Because, I mean, it really does look like a good night. This is Austin, Texas here. And, hi. You know, just good old music in the background.
Yeah, everyone's hanging out, having a good time.
But this is just a little too long of a video. I'm going to scoot it up a little bit here.
Okay.
So, I mean,
what's wrong with that?
What? Not so much.
The cameraman needs a little work, to be fair.
Yeah, geez, focus up.
Yeah.
What is this?
Just having a
just
good ass night.
Out. Wait, is this the video of you?
This was probably around the distance.
Yo, what is the camera?
And yeah, this is kind of when it takes a turn.
And they all got lit at the same time. Oh, don't run away. Turn around. Show the video.
Oh my gosh. Did you hear
That
the
one's not
noise?
too bad.
Can we run it? But did you hear the noise?
Oh, yeah, it just sounds like pure chaos.
It just was I mean, it sounded like they put I don't even know what they're called, like a M90, and it just never came out of the
Like
tube.
the ones that aren't allowed, like I think they're
Yeah.
banned, like
Yeah,
those M80s or whatever.
All right.
Or like
so
now they have
anyway,
to be like M40s. Oh God, this one.
So what do we got here, Clay?
I don't know. This looks like just a little neighborhood barbecue. Everyone's just, I think it's like a real tight-knit community.
It does look like a nice homegrown community. They actually probably did a couple shrimp boils that night, I think.
Yeah, a couple shrimp bowls, maybe some barbecue.
100%. All right, let's roll it. What's going on here?
Just gosh. Dude. That was just one.
Oh my gosh, is
Dude,
there
it looked
another
like
one?
it was so far away.
Dude, I mean, it really did look. I mean,
It literally hit every house.
at
Go back to the explosion. It hit every house. It's like ricocheting.
it really looked like everything was fine, like it was far enough in the sky, you know.
Yeah, it seems
But
like it's so
turns
far
out-
away.
Turns out this was this was a firework.
I mean, that had to be like somebody manufactured one to have like 2 or 3 tied together or something.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, look at this, the spreadage.
bravo
Oh,
to that
gosh.
guy. And this was another one I think you found. So what do we have here? I mean, should we just roll it or what?
We just roll it.
Okay. I'm gonna.
This is what happened to you.
Okay.
Dude, whoa! Dude, somebody went down. Did you see her at the end? She went down. Dude! She got tackled.
Dang. Yeah. Hopefully you guys were
Poor
safe.
lady.
Hopefully you guys were safe out there.
Yeah, none of that happened as far as I know.
I mean, mine was definitely a little more tame than that. My story.
I mean, that may be happening right now out in the streets of Omaha. Could be happening outside in the neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, I hope you guys liked TV time. We have a couple other things I wanted to show. Did you? So
Huh?
did you hear about? I wanted to pull something up here.
Is this another TV time?
I guess it can be. We can probably pull it up, but love has no bounds, Clay. That's kind of the
Really?
theme. Yeah, so
Well, cannot relate.
there was a woman there was a regular woman with a big old family,
What's
and
a-
I mean when you see when I roll this clip, she doesn't seem to be any different than any person you would see on the streets. She's not going to be registered to a psych ward or anything. She's a very regular woman.
Right, like goes about her everyday life, her 9 to 5, whatnot.
And I wish I had more story on this, but what I do know is that this woman she fell in love with a doll. And when I say fall in love,
I mean, what do you mean by doll? Like, is this like a little?
so it is a life-size rag doll that she might have actually made. I mean, it's very crude looking. And if she's watching, I apologize. I know it's the love of your life, but
No, you're not. Shut up.
so she actually went as far as to, and this was a couple, I think it was a little bit ago, marry this doll.
Oh,
So
so
she
is
had
this
a-
like one of the my strange addiction kind of things? Because there's
I
people
think-
that are like,
I absolutely think that we can switch over to the podcast here. I think that I think that
oh, I thought we
absolutely.
were gonna watch TV time.
You want to watch it?
You
All
can't
right.
talk about it and then not
All right,
show this
all right,
doll.
So I'm gonna show it. It kind of starts out with some kind of early love. Couple pictures. It seems like maybe when they were just starting their relationship.
Yeah.
And then it gets a little more juicy into some events that take place after. So we can give it a look here if you want. So
Yeah, throw it up there. I
All
want
right,
to.
so here they are.
Oh
I'm
God!
not sure.
What is that? Why is it? Why is it like a body pillow. That's all it is. It's a body pillow.
We're gonna mute, but yeah. So they had the whole ceremony. I mean, cake in the face, honeymoon.
Are they in a hospital?
And
what is going on?
When we get a little farther,
dude.
This is the part that gets me. Somebody strapped him onto a movable forklift. What would you even call that? A box picker upper?
A hand truck.
A hand truck. This is
dolly.
This is just so disgraceful in my eyes. This guy. Do you think she minds at all? Like, I mean, obviously
she looks like she's very into it.
I mean, they're dancing, and obviously
she is getting into. Did she just kiss him?
Oh, yeah.
Are they making out? He does. To be honest, he really doesn't seem into it.
Look at this guy right here. This is like Uncle. Everybody's got an Uncle Steve. This is Uncle Steve right here, in the corner. I'm gonna pause it.
Yo,
look at the disgust on his face.
No, who's crouched down though? Who's that?
Oh my!
He's got the lean too to get the angle.
Yeah, Grandpa Ernest is trying to get an upskirt view here.
Whoa! Of who?
But
the
really,
doll or the bride?
Can you just imagine? I mean, everybody's got a family member that's just a little bit different.
No, not even your family. Just imagine you're like, hey, I got this wedding. You're my plus one, and you show up and it's this.
He's just strapped down, and it just
he doesn't seem into it though. Like,
and you have to be supportive as family members, right? Because I mean, she's fully. This is not a joke. I mean, if you're showing up to her wedding, you're supporting this. And I think,
I don't know. Like, but how many times do you think that they've confronted her? Like, listen, Linda, let's not go through with this. You realize it's a doll, and like, do you think she's just? But I love him. He's my soulmate. Well, there's a piece of me inside of him.
So anyway, they just announced actually the current event here. So this was the end of June when they got married, and they
congratulations.
They just announced that they're having a child.
Really?
Yes, and actually, I think they had the child. I think.
Wow. Really did not take. It took 9 minutes rather than 9 months.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I mean, maybe she was expecting in this video here.
Oh, it was out of wedlock. She had some stuffing in the oven. That's what it was.
Just some paper mache in the oven. So anyway,
imagine if the baby came out and it was made of clay instead of like stuffed. Ew, what a twist.
I feel for the family here, but I love how they're supporting them. Love truly, it has no bounds, and this is just such a good
Do you think she admitted herself into the hospital?
Oh, dude, there's a chance. I mean, she's fully. Did you see the timeline?
Having weddings?
You see the timeline of photos they shared together? I mean, this must have been a multiple year relationship here.
Well, this is her high school sweetheart. Or it could have been childhood sweetheart. They could have grown up and then they just added on to his body as she got older. Oh. Like she was a toddler, she just got a little Raggedy Ann doll or whatever. Raggedy Rick.
When a man does you wrong so bad that you resort to paper mache, or maybe this is just a.
He's like a body pillow, right?
He's yeah, I don't know.
Well, no, the real question is, how did the first wedding night go? Like, how did the night go after the wedding?
I mean, that was a hot and heavy night. Yeah, he probably had to get ran through the wash after that night.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, is he getting shampooed? Like, the steamers, the little carpet cleaners.
I'm sure. I mean, look how just clarified his pores look. I mean, he looks.
He just got a fresh coat for sure.
Anyway, yeah, I
he
just
probably
wanted
gets ketchup on his shirt all the time.
I wanted to bring that up because it's just something you don't see every day.
I
So
mean,
to all the viewers out there who are,
if you
just
can't find
done,
love, just make your
just
own.
make your own.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, just go
So
to Build-A-Bear, get one of those little boxes, put it inside, and then you can press it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Just get a
exactly.
voice box, put it in their hand.
They do insert a heart into those things too. So those Build-A-Bears.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you have
Go to
anything?
Build-A-Bear to refill your man.
What do you want to talk about? I got a couple
Uh,
things, but
Linda and
this is
her
a
body pillow.
two-person. This is a two-person. Unless you want me to keep going with some of the stuff I wanted to show
Dude,
today.
go ahead. I'm
You
still
want?
kind of out of it from yesterday's celebration.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Sun strained me.
So the next, I'm gonna run by a hypothetical here for you.
Ooh, I
So
like hypotheticals.
say that you're a well no say that you look a lot like a celebrity,
Okay.
and so you find a woman who loves you and you think that she loves you for who you are, and so
Uh-huh.
you get married to this woman, and then you have a child, and
Right.
she wants to name the child after the celebrity that you look like's wife. How do you feel about that?
So
Those dogs are barking. Hopefully that didn't pick up.
I didn't hear it. But
Okay.
so she wants to name the kid after the celebrity's wife or spouse?
Yeah. Okay. I'll just
Like
get into
why?
it. So, this is a recent article here. So this woman marries a guy who looks a lot like Ed Sheeran. And
Okay.
if I'm this guy, I'm my own person, right? Yeah, I look like Ed Sheeran. Okay.
Yeah,
But
probably has lived with it ever since Ed Sheeran got
yeah,
famous.
but my woman loves me for me, right? Not that I look like Ed Sheeran, right? It's because she loves me.
It still probably plays a part though.
Yeah. So then when you have your first child,
Yes.
she wants
You
to
don't
name
go
the,
family name.
she wants to go with Ed Sheeran's wife's name as your child.
That's
And
kind of
then
weird.
and that's when, if I'm this guy, I'm like, okay, hold on here. So,
That's
you
just
love
weird.
you love me for myself, but then you want to it almost seems like this entire relationship was a fake. Like, it feels like this girl has strictly
No.
been with him because she's a fan girl of Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, but then again, like, what is that? What gain does she have? Like, she gets to post a picture, and be like, "I married Ed Sheeran." Or like, what gain is there to dating a lookalike if it's not the real thing?
Because she knows she can't actually be with Ed Sheeran, so she's like, this is the next best thing.
Yeah, that doesn't seem
And
too outlandish.
and when I say he
Kinda
looks like Ed
creepy.
Sheeran, he's pretty spot on. It's yeah. So
Do you
now
have a picture?
let me pull it up.
Oh, yeah, you have to like. That is Ed Sheeran. If he
That
did
is-
like cocaine, it's like
Yeah.
a drug addict version of Ed Sheeran who shaved
Headline:
his face.
Woman who had baby with Ed Sheeran looks. Oh,
She does look
wo-
like.
woman had baby with Ed Sheeran lookalike, names baby after singer's wife.
I mean, at that point, do you think he's just all in? Just like, whatever. This is my life.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, he
there
agreed,
needs to
right?
be
To a certain
there needs to
extent.
be some 23andMe going on in that household
Yeah.
with him and Ed Sheeran. They need to get some cotton swabs, get some DNA tests going, because that's kind of spitting image.
Yeah.
But here, I'll do you one better. I read this article, and it was like, have you seen those posts? It's like, "Am I the asshole?"
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, and then they explain their story. So, okay, so this guy, crap, I think I'm mixing two stories together.
Just go for it.
I don't know, should I? I kind of want to bail.
It's good for the
Bail.
even if it's not okay, you're gonna bail.
He's choking. He's choking. I think it was guy grew up with I'm thinking of the wrong story. I can't remember. Like, it's gonna drive me nuts. And I can't Google it. There's like a million of those. But basically, the dude was married. He married this woman, and okay. He was dating this girl, and the girl had a long-term boyfriend of like 6 years or something. He passed away in a car accident, and then like years later, she starts dating this guy, the guy that's posting "Am I the asshole?" And
Yeah.
she wants to name the kid after her dead ex. I can't remember if he was dead or not.
Oh no.
So she wants
No.
to name like same first name and everything, and he's like, no, that's kind of weird. And then they ran it by the parents, and the parents were like, that's kind of a bit too much, and so they agreed on a different name. And they're like, okay, this is the baby's name. We all love it. Family loves it. Well, turns out it's the ex-boyfriend's middle name, and she just didn't tell him.
Yo, this
And
is like,
so
oh man.
it's like, why? If he was dead or not, I don't remember. Say he was living. Like, is that still kind of like too far?
Yes.
That's way too far.
Yes. Dude,
Like,
this
what
is
are you doing if you're him though?
both of these situations, full-fledged case of simp going on here. If he actually agrees, like if this Ed Sheeran lookalike agrees to name their kid after Ed Sheeran's wife, and if
Which
this
is what,
guy,
by the way?
I don't know,
Oh.
and if this guy, he named his kid after his girl's dead ex, dude. Oh no. Talk about cringe.
I bet you will never guess what Ed Sheeran's wife's name is.
Loretta.
Oh, it's his high school sweetheart. No, it's the name of a fruit.
Oh, okay. I
I'll
don't
give
know.
you one guess.
Okay. Papaya.
Name a fruit. No, her name's Cherry.
Cherry?
Cherry
Well-
Seaborn.
Jeez. Well, anyway.
So not only did you name your kid after Ed Sheeran's wife, it's also cherry, a fruit.
Yeah.
I bet he was cherry happy about it. Could have been even a little cheery.
I got you lagged out. I'm gonna fix you, and then we'll start.
I'm frozen. Let's go, dude.
Well, oh, you're back. Okay.
Oh.
I didn't have to do anything. Do you hear
I'll
that?
be digging in the ear. What? Yeah,
Dude,
your
it's like a
your
war
next door
zone out there.
neighbors. Yeah, your
It's
neighbors
ridiculous.
are popping off.
Well, speaking of Sims, I have a pretty good carryover here.
You're a simp?
And I try not to be, but you know,
Kind of hard.
happy.
Excuse
happy,
me,
Well,
shit.
it's not wife yet, but happy girl, happy life. You know.
Yeah.
So anyway, have you heard? And you might have heard about this because it was just absolutely absurd. Have you heard about the girl who is getting rich off selling her farts?
No, but I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Like, I mean, with
So-
the whole bathwater deal,
With-
I'm not
yeah,
surprised.
Yeah. So this girl,
To be honest, I'd buy
she
one.
she farts in a jar, seals
Nice.
it and sells it to people.
Now, is there confirmation it still stinks when you open it?
We need to talk to a listener or a buyer.
Well, how about I just fart in a jar and I send it to you, and then
And
next
we can
week you
confirm.
open it.
We can confirm that it actually. So,
I mean, I just had Mexican today, so I think I could contribute a pretty nasty one.
dude, get this. So, this woman really took her job seriously. So she actually got hospitalized because of how high of a fiber diet she was on. So it says here, let's see. It says
No,
she
wait,
was only living off of beans and eggs. That's it.
I mean, that is the wombo combo for just a absolute juicer.
Imagine just the sheer dedication to the buyers here. I mean, seriously, there's You gotta
You,
appreciate
you know how
work.
like you know how you can make yourself burp or whatever? Like some people can, forcibly burp. Do
Yeah,
you think she
yeah.
was doing that like with her farts?
She had to be been a
Also,
master of her craft.
clearly she was. If she's getting like, how many is she pumping out? If she's like
I'm
getting
sure
thrown
there's
in the hospital?
numbers. I'm sure there's numbers available, but I mean, she was making, I think. So the recent article here was that she has now switched to selling her boob sweat to people.
Oh, I feel like that's a lot more complicated.
Yeah,
That's
so
probably a
I
way
mean,
higher price because it's hard to harvest some titty
how
sweat.
do you
Like, is
think
she
you
going in the
just
sauna?
think you just put like an apparatus, like a plastic bag under your tits and then work out and then just
Or
develop
just
the
sit in the sauna?
yeah. But it
But back to the
says
jar. Do you think a bean slipped in there every once in a while?
so I'm actually going to pull up a picture here. It
Oh,
shows
whoa.
well no. I'm going to pull up a picture because I think it's quite interesting how she sells them. So there's some small little something that is also in the jar. Not only a fart, but she also sells it almost looks like a little here. We'll just look at it here. And you
Okay.
can kind of tell me what you think it is. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see if I can
Oh, that's her?
That's her, okay? So she,
Wait, what's her name? Stepanka?
I'm not sure and it actually isn't showing. I need to maybe try to okay, let's see. Okay. I know.
Oh,
Do you see the jar?
oh. Yeah, I see plenty. Oh, wait. What's in the jar? Is that a
Yeah,
bean pod?
that's what I'm saying. So what I'm thinking, I have actually a hypothesis here on what that is. So
Okay.
my thoughts is when it's ready, when it's time to let rip, she jams whatever that is up her ass, squats over the jar, and it's almost just like a cork explosion, and she keeps it in there. One to shorten the time in between fart and closure of the jar.
Yeah.
And two is just kind of a like a little
Like, to keep
a
it
little
ripe.
bonus. Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bonus.
well, it keeps it ripe, you know?
It's almost like the wood chips you find in your sunflower seeds, you know? It just keeps it nice and
the seasoning. It's like a seasoning stick.
Yeah, it keeps it nice and seasoned, I think.
You think
So-
people are hanging those up in their car?
Yeah, I think definitely for
Instead of
sure.
like air fresh.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So anyway,
How
I'm
did
sure
that
she's
even come to
running a
be?
you know,
I mean, dude, the things that people can do to make money, like it doesn't surprise me because there's some freaks out there. Without a doubt.
this is exactly what I'm saying. People will do anything for just to get a little. There's so many crazy kinks out there, man. Oh,
Like,
something.
is that
So, oh God, basically, there was a recent. Oh, it was the whole R. Kelly thing, and we don't need to get too super into it. He just got locked away, and it had to do with I think multiple things, but
yeah? What did it have to do with?
mainly it had to do with a couple accusations for some inappropriate behavior with underage people, and that's as far as we'll go. But
That's I think we should just leave it at that.
one of my friends made a great point, and he said, like, if you think about how many people, how many celebrities that we see every year get in trouble for this kind of stuff, if you think about the percentage of celebrities with all of like the American population, maybe like the top 1% of people,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
this stuff is coming out like once a month, once every other month of these celebrities having these sick. You hear the explosions? Yeah.
It's like right outside your window.
I know. This is ridiculous. I picked the absolute worst time to do this podcast.
Yeah, at night on 4th of July.
Literally. I actually see the explosions right now coming off the center of the road next to our apartment. But anyway,
Nice.
I don't know if I can do this. This is a terrible. Okay, it stopped. If you think about just the amount of times just fucked up shit happens with like the top 1% of our population, just imagine how many people, like through our total population have these like just sick fetishes and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
what we think is weird, it is weird, but it may be not as weird as like we think it is.
That's a normal
maybe.
Tuesday for them.
You know what I mean?
Well,
It's just crazy to think that like there are so many weird people
It's like-
out there.
how do you get to that point? How do you figure that out?
Oh, yeah. How do you
Like,
how do you realize that that's your thing?
Like you're sitting in class and your
Oh.
buddy rips one next to you and you're like, "Oh, hang on."
Oh.
Sorry, what?
It's like Mr. Kozowski. What the fuck was that? Sorry, Teach. Just smelled
Teach.
Jimmy's fart
Ja-
there for a second.
Jimmy had a bean burrito for lunch,
Oh my god.
and this really got me riled. Oh,
God.
dude, and like farts are just like
We've known
why are
farts.
people buying? No, people will buy just like used like napkins or used tissues of like Justin Bieber, and they'll sell for like
yeah.
thousands of dollars. It's like, what do you? Is it that? Like,
What do you
it's
think
just a
they do?
picture.
Do you think they just like hang it up on the wall, or is it being used? Do you?
Oh
think?
yeah, no. It's in a glass like case, being like on the Justin Bieber shrine
I think you're right.
where they pray and
But
make
I think
sacrifices.
I think they also probably get it out every now and again and take a couple
just
sniffs.
a good sniff. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe stick it. Yeah, never mind. I don't
Yeah,
know. You never
so-
know.
It's kind of like that stuff with Deshaun Watson. Have you heard his latest?
Yeah. So from
Foolery?
what I know, it sounds like it's kind of turning into like there was a couple accusations, and now people are wondering: are people coming out now just to get some money, or is this actually? Are there actual people here? Like,
Oh no, there are actual people.
So it's
So,
really okay. I
it's
don't
like,
know
you
much about
know,
this. I'm
He
interested to
he
hear.
didn't play like all last year,
Right.
because he
Right.
had like 24 sexual assault allegations, and then I think 2 of them they like quickly proved that they were false,
Okay.
that there was no evidence or anything. But it took it wasn't until like literally a month or 2 ago, like a couple months ago, where they said like there was no final verdict that he was clear or anything, but there was just kind of rumors that he was going to be able to play this coming year, and so that's why the Browns traded for him. So they
Right.
traded for him, like, the other quarterback, Baker Mayfield, like it's not going to work out. They kind of burned that bridge.
Mhm.
But it's like he's on the team for like a week, and they called it his therapist, but it's like his massage therapist.
Oh.
I guess one of them, she leaked all this stuff about how, like, in the hotel, all the players would get their room, but Deshaun Watson had his own massage room,
Oh no.
and he would hire these different masseuses or masseusi. How do you say plural masseuse?
Yeah.
Masseuses?
Yeah. A flock
So-
of Messiah.
A gaggle of masseuse.
Yeah.
or just-
Anyway,
I was gonna say masseuses. Moose
Masseuse.
and Meese. Anyways, so she starts leaking about how the Houston Texans would make people sign an NDA, which
Mhm.
NDA is non-disclosure agreement, to where they
Yeah.
can't speak about what went on in that room.
Wow.
So she either broke it or it expired. But he was just like a happy ending machine. He like demanded it.
Wow.
So there's this yoga pose called the Happy Baby.
Okay.
I think it's called the Happy Baby yoga pose. I encourage you to Google it, and everyone Google it. It's just a yoga pose. Like if you want to learn how to do the Happy Baby yoga pose, just give it a quick Goog and go to images.
Oh my word.
Yeah, he was demanding that they would that
Would
the
he be
masseuse
put into this happy ending pose?
Yes, he was in the baby pose. Deshaun Watson, a grown man, is on his back with his feet in the air, holding on to the bottom of his feet, and he would say, "Rub my balls."
Oh my
He would
gosh.
demand it and make them do it. And,
Oh my
and then
gosh,
they couldn't speak about it.
I actually just found an actual.
I'm sorry, what?
um, wait, what the
But
hell?
yeah, so like now the most messed up part about this whole thing, well, not the most messed up part, but a really messed up part is he's only going to be suspended. They're saying for like 8 games. Like that's something like why is it that someone can do this and they can still have their job? You know, because the
Yeah,
NFL's a business.
100%. Yeah,
Like
that's
why if
crazy
this
that
happened
they
to anybody
actually,
else,
dude.
and this happened apparently to 20 like people. And it's just this one person that's like, bringing it to light.
That's crazy.
It's like,
I
how do
mean,
you still have your job? Like, I get it, you're good at football, but
was there any? I'm not on his side here. Just to clear the air, but I mean, was there any like disagreement with this action taking
uh,
place? I mean, because technically
like,
he's as long as they're down. It sounds stupid, but I
I
mean, is he
mean,
forcing this upon these messiah?
yeah, I think like he's demanding it, and they're like uncomfortable and saying like,
Yeah,
that's not
well,
really part of my practice, and he's like, I'm paying you X amount of dollars, rub my balls.
wow.
So like, but now
Jeez.
the Houston Texans I think they're getting sued because of they basically knew about it,
Yeah.
or like just the fact that they had to sign an NDA just kind of makes it sus sus as frick.
With the so you've obviously seen like not all the viewers will know who this is, but like J-Meds and how like there will be like funny videos of like I don't know it looking like something in wilderness looking like a vagine
Mhm.
and then like obviously there's like the trend where people like smack money down on the table, and like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but then also there yeah. So um
Oh, you got
this
you got something for us?
so there is something I found and this is actually just a legitimate um thing that you can actually purchase.
You're like really being vague.
I know,
It's
I
kind of
know,
scaring me. Like, are you
I
gonna pull
know.
up a
This
sex
actually,
toy or something?
when I pulled this up for the first time, it genuinely made me laugh. So obviously,
Okay.
you know what a fleshlight is, right?
No, Kevin, explain. Enlighten me.
Okay. Well,
Tell me what that is. I don't know what that is.
it's just a pleasuring device for men.
Oh, how does it work?
Come on, bro. Okay. If you
You
don't,
stick your dick in it.
jeez, about to get. I feel like I'm just keel over from all the
Whatever. Sally's gonna bring karma to you. You're just gonna take one off the cheek.
So fleshlight. If you don't know just look it up and just
No,
don't do it. Don't
don't.
do it at work, but just figure
Don't
out
do
what I'm
it at
talking about
all.
here. So anyway, the the developers here at Fleshlight have just oh my god.
Oh,
The developers at Fleshlight have made a remarkable new invention.
well,
And
how'd you come across this?
um
You
I
were just in the
mean,
market, or what's going on?
I was just going through things you should not be interested in 2022. Just an article, definitely,
Right.
absolutely not something that I would ever be interested
Yeah,
in the
it's
slightest
weird
bit.
that that article got recommended to you. It's kind of
But
strange.
so with all of the Stranger Things hype going on now, what?
No, there's a Demogorgon fleshlight. Please tell me there's a. I mean, that's kind of like the only.
Do you see?
Get it off. Get it off. Get it off the screen.
Dude, they just casually tweet it. Welcome to the Upside Down # Stranger Things.
Wait, so Stranger Things is sponsoring?
Yeah, are you copping, dude?
No, no, God, no. If it was Nancy
Dude,
Wheeler, maybe.
just a accurate Never mind. We just don't have to talk. I just saw that. Dude, it
So you
even
follow
added-
Fleshlight?
No,
They
okay.
tweeted that.
When I was looking at the
Fleshlights.
when I was looking at the web news article that I look at to find the one I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah.
This one came up and I just thought it was hilarious. So,
Hey, you're getting old. Well, I wouldn't say getting old, but you're like growing up, like into adulthood when you get like excited about pest control.
yeah, I was.
You know?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Why do you say that?
I just got pest control, dude, and I was so excited.
So, is it for your? I mean, do you need it, or is it
Yeah.
sort of like a?
Yeah, oh yeah, I need it. There's a creek behind my house, and just the mosquitoes were horrible, and I'd like to enjoy my coffee on my back patio like an old geezer.
What?
And I was
like
getting
an
eaten
old
up by
geezer.
mosquitoes, and I was like, the dude came over to spray inside and outside the house, and I followed him around, and I was like, so what do you, like, how does this work?
You're just
Like,
so
do you
happy.
spray? Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I think there's a bug over here. Kill it. So
Nice.
now I have pest control, and I can enjoy my coffee.
Well, heck yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm kind of happy it's just mosquitoes, and not that I'm not saying take mosquitoes lightly at all because they're not fun. But I'm glad it's
No.
not like a chipmunk in your house or something like that.
There is a chipmunk in my yard. He's still there.
Oh,
Dude, ever since I moved in, so Luna, like, I guess she started digging a hole, like digging holes around my flower bed, and I was like, she's never dug before. And then one Saturday, like we get up, it's like 7 a.m, and I take a look out of my window in the back, fully nude, stretching, like I normally do every day, and there's a little chipmunk just sitting in my yard. And I was like, I crept over to the back door, and I'm like, Luna, come on, he's out there. Like, get
Yep.
ready. Like, come on, you
Yeah.
gotta go get this. You gotta go get him. And I open it up, and she just bolts out, and she did not catch him.
oh, dude, they're kind of cute
he-
though.
No, dude, there's so many holes in my yard from A,
Oh.
where Luna has dug, and 2, where the chipmunk has dug. So I've looked up some, like there's chipmunk, or like rodent deterrent,
Mm-hmm.
but like I don't trust it. Like, even if it says it's pet friendly, I don't trust it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But I've looked up some home remedies, and so one of them is like cayenne pepper. You just pour a shit ton of like hot spices down in their holes,
Yeah.
and it keeps them away, supposedly.
I feel
Another
like
one is
apple cider vinegar is just a home remedy for absolutely everything. So I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
that that's in there too.
either that, or it could attract. Well, vinegar.
true.
You do
That's true.
baking soda and vinegar. You just pour a bunch of baking soda down in there, and then you just dump the vinegar, and it foams up and fills
Yeah.
all the space to where they have to come out. I saw one where you take like a big, those.
Sorry.
I think they're like 5-gallon water jugs that are like at like a typical office.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the huge
big
water
blue
jars.
ones. Yeah. So if you take one of those full of water and you just flip it over and stick it in the hole, it fills up and it'll
Oh.
drown.
Oh
So
my
if it doesn't
gosh.
want to drown, it'll swim into the bottle.
Wow.
So haven't had any success, because I tried the water bottle one, but it was
Huh.
only with a milk jug. I had one of the big water things.
Yeah.
So like it filled up the hole, and like there was standing water in the jug. And so I was like, all right, Luna, we're just gonna leave that one, and we'll come back out, and if he's drowning, he'll swim into the milk jug. Well, I leave, and like I don't know, I go take a shit or something, and I come back, and Luna has pulled it out of the hole and is like chewing on the milk jug. And I'm like, this is our
Nice. Nice.
this is like I felt like we were in the Sandlot, when they're trying to get the baseball back.
Yes.
Like doing all this like contraptions,
Yeah.
but my contraption is just a milk jug.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Luna's
it
sabotaged.
could have worked. You never know. So.
Well, I'd much rather have a chipmunk in my yard than my next door neighbor.
Yeah, that's so true. It's kind of lucky you guys have that fence.
Well, it doesn't even matter. She still comes over to my front door and knocks on it or rings the doorbell.
Crazy neighbor.
I live next to a Karen, And not all Karens are bad, but not all of them are good either.
Very
But I
true.
mean, we both have real Karens that
That's
are
true.
actually named Karen.
We have.
It's actually, which is my mother. And happy birthday. Today's her birthday.
Yes, I called her, said happy birthday. Seems like she had a good couple of weeks with the beach and everything going
Yeah,
on.
she's
Yeah.
been living the dream. But she hit the big 5-0 and she deserves to celebrate. She does a lot
Yeah.
for the fam.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have a Karen too, right? You just saw her the other day, yesterday,
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. It's funny because I do feel like all Karens have Karen tendencies, but it's not.
Well, yeah,
But it's just to certain degrees of Karen.
right.
You
We
know.
we witnessed Karen have a moment at Disney World. You remember that? Like
No.
when we all had fast passes or like the quick pass tickets, but you didn't have one because you just kind of came spur of the moment.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we were all trying to get in, and the dude was like, he doesn't have a ticket. And she was like, yes, he does. You don't remember she got snappy with the dude in the front of the
No,
line?
actually,
And
I don't. Wow.
dude, he submitted real quick.
Yeah.
He did not
Okay.
want to deal
Here
with
you
it.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Like I don't like she almost sounded like tearied in a way. It's like we spent so much money
Oh,
to get him here.
that's what you got to do. I mean, every single time my dad
Yeah,
gets pulled over, he's gotten like 5 warnings in a row because he pretends like he's gonna cry, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, it
but like
works.
at Disney World, apparently that's like the trick. That's like people. That's the number one excuse. It's like we paid all this money. Like
Hmm.
entitlement is basically what it
Right.
is. People are
Right.
like, I did all this. I flew here from Alaska. I deserve to get on this ride. But I don't. But yeah, my neighbor, total Karen. The first week I moved here, so like on the side of my house where you typically put trash cans.
Yeah.
It was just no grass. It was just a patch of dirt
Classic. Yeah.
like because trash cans have been there. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna put my trash cans in front of my house, like in front of the garage door, just to the left,
Mm-hmm.
and so I can get some grass growing. As summer and spring, finishes up.
Right.
And I'm sitting out there. I'm about to mow my yard for the first time. Got headphones in, cranked up the lawnmower, and then she comes out her front door like just hi, like telling me to shut it off. And she was like, "You can't have your trash cans there." And I said, "I'm sorry." She said, "No one else does that." And I said, "I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not moving them because
Yeah.
I want grass to grow right there." And
Yeah.
she was just so appalled that I did not just go along with what she said. And she's like, she said, "Well, you don't need to do that, and I'm gonna call HOA." And I said, "Okay."
I
I was like,
love
"You
when.
do that."
Yeah.
Like literally the next week, I met the treasurer. She came up to my house and said, "Hey, just saw you moved in. Blah blah blah. My name's Margaret. Nice to meet you." And she didn't even mention my neighbor.
Yeah. I hate
Uh,
how some people will
it's just
almost
so petty.
make you try to do something by making you feel bad.
They're
Like,
trying to say you're in the wrong.
yeah, it's like, how are you gonna
It's like
tell me what I can and can't do like in my driveway? It doesn't make any sense.
yeah, it's on my property. It's like, oh, she said it. So I guess she was like, I sit in my front window and your trash cans are in my view. I say, why are you
Jesus.
looking? It's like,
Then
why are you
stop.
looking across my driveway?
Yeah.
Like, just the angle that she would have to sit to even have the trash cans in her view is so
It's just
tight,
a
and like she's looking
ridiculous.
across my
Yeah.
driveway. If that's the angle she's looking at, it's like, why don't you look at your own yard?
That is
So
wild.
now, ever since then, and I kind of forgot I was doing this. Ever since then, I park in front of my driveway to where it blocks her view. Like, I could pull into the garage easily,
But you
but
do
I
it
do
just
it
to,
just to
yeah.
block her view. So there's been multiple days I'll pull into the driveway and she just shuts her blinds immediately.
It's
And
great when you run into people like that. It's actually wild because it's pretty consistent. Like, one, they always like are very attentive to what's happening outside of their windows. Like it's almost like they just sit next to the window all day, just waiting to
Like,
react.
yeah, she's older. I'm sure she's retired. I've never seen her really leave her house, but maybe 2 or 3 times.
And
But
then
like that's all she does is water her plants and sit and I guess read a book out looking out the window.
and then second, it's like it's almost always consistent that those type of people also do like they like try to talk politely, but you can tell that like there's just a volcano that's just like boiling. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, yeah, friendly neighbor, like ready to just snap.
Snap. So this is like,
Yeah.
put your shit away. Like she was appalled that I denied her request. But
Yeah.
the better of the interactions was the
Oh my gosh.
dang.
Yeah.
So I had Luna and Ollie. I had the twins that you saw last week. If you haven't seen the last episode, go check it out. We show off some dogs.
That's right.
But I had them both over, and Ollie likes to wake up at the ass crack of dawn. So it was 5:45, 6 o'clock, and I'm like half asleep. I let them to go outside, and they start barking, and I'm like laying on the couch like half asleep, like ugh. Why are they barking? And so I get up and I bring them in. I'm like, hey guys, it's early. No bark. Please
Yeah.
don't bark.
Yeah.
And like literally 10 minutes later, my neighbor, it's 6:15 in the morning. She comes over and is ringing my doorbell constantly. If the dogs weren't barking, they were barking then because somebody's ringing my
God,
doorbell.
at 6:15 a.m.
Yes, and so
Oh
I
my
take
gosh.
throw them in a room, and like this whole time I'm trying to like put them away so they're not by the door trying to run out and
Yeah.
greet her. She's still just constantly just ding, da ding, da ding. I'm like, dude. And so I just have to pick up Luna. I'm holding Luna. She's squirming, and I open the door and I'm like, hello, good morning.
Yeah.
you want a muffin? Like, what's up? And she said, tell your dogs to stop. Like, she said, I'm trying to enjoy my coffee on my back porch, and your dogs are just barking, and it's disturbing.
Oh
And it's
my
like, sure, I could file a noise complaint. And I was like, okay. I said, they're dogs, they bark. And I was
Yeah.
like, I can't control if they bark. And she said, you're supposed to. And I was like, okay. And then she
Bro.
hit me with the backhanded comment. She said, although they are very cute, they need to
Yeah.
be trained.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I understand. She said, and the fact that there's two of them, I said, well, there's only one. The other one's just visiting. And I was like, he's not used to having neighbors this close.
Yeah.
I brought him in once I, acknowledged that he was barking. So I then proceeded to let him outside, and they barked for the next hour and a half.
Good.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, that grinds my gears, man. I cannot
So,
believe that she would say that.
But there was a snake in my yard, or snake skin behind my fence.
Yeah.
Like the next week, and I was like, oh shit, there's a snake. So I put down some like snake repellent.
Yeah.
So I hope it's in her yard now. But ever since then, I really haven't talked to her.
Well, good.
I sarcastically wave at her every time I can.
That's awesome. Keep that
Like
up.
kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
Kill him with, but I think she's moving, which makes me sad because then I won't have any Karen moments.
Anything to play with, anything to tease.
Yeah.
Well, Clay.
I just kind of avoid her, but my other neighbor, Doris, what a peach.
Good. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
she's real
Hopefully
nice.
Doris stays.
Doris, yeah, she can stick around.
Yeah.
She's pretty cool. But dude,
You ready?
it's getting late, and
and the fireworks.
are
Oh
ramping
my
up.
gosh. Yeah, they're
I'm
making
probably gonna
me.
go shoot some myself.
Yeah, maybe we'll do the.
fireworks myself, not shoot myself. Damn.
God, don't do that. Or yeah, do the. Yeah, don't shoot yourself.
We should pinch it off.
We
We
should
should probably cut the
absolutely.
last minute of that conversation, which should probably be cut out.
Let's pinch it off. Yeah.
Pinch it off. If you need someone, call the 1-800-suicide hotline. If you need someone, hit up the DMs. We'll talk to you.
Don't
But,
hit the demon though. Yeah, just the DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the DMs.
Yeah. Hopefully you
It gets
guys.
better.
I was gonna say
Damn,
we
why'd it get
tried.
so dark? It
We
got
tr-
so dark.
We tried to cater this week to a little more structure. We added the TV time. I hope you guys liked it. Thanks for everybody that tuned into episode 2 and for all the real ones out there. We appreciate you. So until next time, you ready to pinch it off, Clay?
Yeah, let's pinch it off. I actually got to shit myself. So.
Yeah. All right. See you guys. Peace.
All right, see ya. Bye. Dude, I have a steamy fart I'm about to put in this jar for you.
Yo, we're still going.
Oh shit.
3, 2, 1.